Our next law of exponents that we will learn is the quotient rule. The quotient rule says that when we have two powers with like bases, for instance a to the m and a to the n, then dividing them leads to a to the m divided by a to the n equaling a to the m minus n, so long as a does not equal 0. Well, how does this work with a specific example? Well, let's show you. A to the 8 divided by a to the 6 can be thought of as a to the 8 divided by, which is what that horizontal line represents, a to the 6. Now when we're dividing and we have like factors in the numerator and denominator, we can cross these like factors out. So this factor of a crosses out with that one, and this one crosses that one, and this one crosses out with that one. And when we keep on crossing out like factors of a, we realize that all we're left with in the numerator is a times a, and in the denominator we're simply left with the number 1. So we get a squared. So we see that a to the 8 divided by a to the 6 actually equals a squared. So let's use an example using actual polynomial terms like the following. Suppose that we were asked to simplify each of the following and that our answer should contain only positive exponents. We have 4xy cubed over 2y. Well, what we do is we divide the coefficients. 4 divided by 2 is the same as 2 divided by 1. And then we subtract the exponents on the like bases. X to the 1 and x to the 0. Well, we know that we're going to have x terms in the numerator because x to the 1 has one more factor than x to the 0. So our x factors will be in the numerator, and we will have one of them because 1 minus 0 is 1. We have 3 y factors in the numerator and only one y factor in the denominator, which means that in our final simplified solution our y factors will show up in the numerator. In a sense, the numerator wins, so to speak. So y cubed divided by y to the 1 leaves us with y to the 2 in the numerator. And since we only have a denominator of 1, we can simplify that. We don't normally show, when our denominator is 1, the denominator. And our final answer is 2xy squared. Okay, well let's look at our next question. Now oddly enough, it's numbered 3, but that's because it's in reference to another handout that isn't here in front of us right now. But we'll begin by dividing our coefficients. 4 divided by 3 doesn't simplify at all, so we just leave it there, 4 divided by 3. Now we have x to the 1 in the numerator and x squared in the denominator. Well, we have more factors of x in the denominator, 2, than we do in the numerator, 1. So we subtract the exponents, but we leave the factors in the numerator. So 2 minus 1 is 1, and since there are more in the denominator, x to the 1 remains in the denominator. Our y cubed and our y cubed here cross out, and we're left with a final answer of 4 over 3x. Our next question is 4x to the 4y cubed over y. Well, if we find it helpful, we can think of that y as being 1y, and we can think of our coefficients as being 4 over 1. We have x to the 4 over x to the 0, which means our x terms will remain in the numerator, and there will be 4 minus 0, or 4 of those factors. And we have y cubed divided by y to the 1. Well, 3 minus 1 is 2, and since there are more factors in the numerator, we leave them there. We have 4x to the 4y squared over 1. And that simplifies, because we have a denominator of 1, to simply 4x to the 4y squared. Last one in this category of question is the following. A cubed over 4a cubed b cubed. Well, a cubed can be thought of as 1a cubed. So we have 1a cubed over 4a cubed, 1 over 4 simplifies to 1 over 4. Our 3 factors of a and our 3 factors of a cross out, and we're left with 3 factors of b in the denominator. So we simply get 1 over 4b cubed.